Jeffrey thinks he doesn't need to go to the gym. No, I don't want to be like these big hulky guys. They all have low IQ anyway. No, I'm smart, hehehe. But wait, why does no one notice my presence? Why am I invisible to everyone? Why does Jessica not want me? Jeffrey spams her with messages, but she doesn't reply. She's texting someone else. Adonis. Adonis goes to the gym regularly to exercise his body, for he understands that being in peak physical fitness will always be beneficial to him. People turn their heads when Adonis enters the room. His presence cannot just be seen, it can be felt. Not only Jessica wants Adonis, Amelia, Jennifer, and Anastasia all are starstruck by his vibrating presence. I remember trying to talk to girls when I was around 17 or 18 years old, and at the time I actually remember one time when I went to the train station one day, and the only purpose of me going to the train station was literally just to practice talking to girls, like doing cold approach. If you've ever been familiar with the guys from RSD, so Real Social Dynamics, there was this one guy who I really followed a lot, and his name was RSD Max. I believe today he does more like business stuff, so his name is like Max Tornoff or something. And I remember him mentioning the advice that your physical fitness is extremely important, and that's just gonna make it way easier for you to get girls. Now me, 17-year-old Miguel, obviously took that advice and started going to the gym. And going to the gym in the beginning for me was actually quite hard, just because the first 2 years, so I remember actually in the first month I got like super newbie gains. In the first month, 2 months, you're gonna get a lot of gains when you're skinny, but then it just dipped down. But that initial success just carried me through the next 2 years, where I made like zero progress, but I continued to go every second day. Like every other day I would go to the gym every single time, just no questions asked. I just did that. And honestly, bro, I mean, look at yourself. Could you look yourself in the mirror, and like if you strip down naked completely, can you look in the mirror and be like, okay, yeah, this is something I'm proud of, this is great, I've been working on this, I've been working on my body? Or is it more like a feeling that says, I don't know, I'm kind of fat or I'm kind of skinny? Because if you feel poorly about your physical appearance, no matter what everyone says, I know a lot of people say, yeah, it's only about the inner values, but everyone knows it's not true. We all know that people who are more attractive, like even if just in the face or like body as well, people who are more attractive just get better results in life. Like there's studies out there that actually found out that people who look better just get better grades, they get better results in life, they find better partners, they just have an easier life in general. So why wouldn't we try to maximize our physical appearance as much as possible? Why not do that? So if you have to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, this isn't something I'm proud of, then you probably should change something. And it's actually not all too difficult. All you need is a good plan. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you can do, or 5 things that will help you with your work in the gym. And before I keep going, just keep in mind that your physical appearance is important, like I said, but you have to imagine like your future wife might not be together with you just because your physical appearance isn't on point, and then she might end up getting with some Chad guy who's just gonna like play her anyways and like break her heart. And that could have been your wife, and it's not your wife, and she doesn't have your children just because you were too lazy to go to the gym. So I really urge you to take this advice seriously and just take it like it's extremely important. Like people say like it's very superficial, but that's absolutely not true. It's extremely important, just because of the reasons that I just mentioned, that your wife is like not gonna be your wife because you don't want to get fit. And you could say, yeah, well, if it's meant to be, which forget that, nothing's meant to be. You are the creator of your own destiny. But if it's meant to be, she will love me anyways. Yeah, but that's not true, right? I always give the example of when people say it's only about the inner values. I always give the example of imagine 2 packages of cereal. And one pack of cereal has like the type of cereal that's really tasty, that's really nice, that you just taste it, and if you were to eat it once, you would just love it, and for the rest of your life you would only eat that cereal in the morning. And then you have the other cereal, which is like average. Like it's just your everyday cereal. You would eat it and it's just like, yeah, it's cereal, it's fine. Now, the great cereal, the fantastic cereal, that one has bad packaging. It's just like boring. It's just like a cardboard packaging, nothing special. It doesn't even have a name. It's not branded, nothing. And right next to it in the supermarket is the average cereal, but the packaging and the branding is very like attention grabbing. It grabs your attention, it makes you want to look at it, and you just enjoy the design. Which one are you gonna buy? If you don't know the taste, if it's those 2 packages, which one are you gonna get? You're obviously gonna, you might not even look at the one with the raw packaging. You might not even think it's an option. You might think someone put that there on accident. So you would go for the one which is more appealing. And I hope this example kind of helps you, because even though the person wants the best cereal, the person doesn't know which one is better, but he just assumes because this one has a better design, because it's branded, because it just catches attention, that it's probably better. That is also the halo effect, which is the reason why attractive people have more success in their lives. But yeah, let's get into the video. So in this video, you're going to be getting 6 years of gym experience condensed into this one video. So 6 years of experience in one video. I'm going to tell you like the most interesting things that I have learned in this time. And I hope it helps you. So step number 1, or tip number 1, is you have to go to the gym, yes, and you have to have a plan, but you need to make sure, this is something I didn't do in the beginning, you need to make sure you actually put a lot of pressure on the muscle. So you have to go into the gym and make every rep count. You know, when you see people in the gym, bro, I saw this guy in my gym, like a kid. He was 17. He was skinny as fuck, bro. He was skinny as fuck. He was 17, and that was like, I believe 2 years ago. He went to the gym for 2 years. He was skinny as fuck. And he's like shorter than me, so I'm 6'2". He might be like 5'8" or something. This guy bench presses as much as me. Like his max. I think his max bench is now more than my max bench. And whenever I saw him working out, he would always work out like this. So imagine this is like a dumbbell. And he would always like have his dumbbell like this, and then just like do this face. And that means he was just putting a lot of pressure on the muscle. Your body will only grow and adapt and change if it is forced to do so. Your body is a very efficient machine. So if it can get away with just coming up with enough strength to just move the weight and then dip again, it's not going to grow, because it doesn't feel the need to grow, because growing requires resources, it requires time, it requires energy, and your body hates to do that. So it will only do that if absolutely necessary. Honestly, bro, as soon as I understood this, I did more gains in 3 months than I had done in the previous 2 years altogether. So if this is the only thing you can take away from the video and you just click off right now, you will already have learned the most important thing. Just go in there, apply a lot of pressure. Don't fuck this up. So step 2 mostly applies if you are skinny, but I'm guessing this could also be useful for you if you're struggling with losing weight, and that is tracking your calories. Because all I hear skinny guys say is, oh, I eat so much. My family members say I eat so much. Track your calories, bro. Track your calories, because if you are skinny, it is likely you might just about be hitting 2,000 calories maybe. If you want to gain weight, 3,000 calories. If you're like my size, if you're like 6 foot, 6'2", something like that, go for 3,000. Go for 2,500 absolute minimum whilst working out, and also make sure you get your supplements. So 2 supplements are the supplements that you need. You need, absolutely need, creatine, because creatine is like a god. It's like the best supplement in the world, because you take creatine and basically what it does is it fills up your muscles with water, which one makes your muscles look like a bit puffier. Two, you can perform better in the gym, so you can move more weight. Three, you look better because you look stronger. And four, there's like more health benefits for creatine. Creatine is like the best studied supplement in the world. So you can just look it up. Is creatine healthy or some shit like that? It's fantastic. Creatine is the biggest cheat code I've ever used in my gym journey. And another one is like protein powder. So protein is an extremely important component. You can imagine it like a brick wall. And when you go to the gym, what you want to do is apply pressure. So you step one, you apply pressure and you break the muscle. So there's these little mini tears in the muscle, and you can imagine the brick wall now, like there's some bricks that fell out or some bricks that broke. And what happens afterwards is that the calories that you take, so because you're tracking your calories using an app like MyFitnessPal or Food is another one, the app's just called Food. You can track your calories. You have enough calories so that your body can take these calories, which are new bricks, put them into the wall, so it's part of your muscle. It reinforces the wall, and in order to make the calories stick in the wall, you use cement. And that cement is then protein. So does that make sense? So you have the wall, break the wall, put in bricks, which is calories, cement it with protein. And that's basically it. And I know a lot of guys, especially if they're younger, they're gonna be like, oh, but creatine, I don't know if my parents allow me, it's so expensive. First of all, the expensive thing is absolutely not true. Because you pay like $40 for half a kilogram of creatine, and that half a kilogram it's just gonna last you forever. Because you take, per day, you take like 5 grams, around 5 grams of creatine per day. So if you have 500 grams, it's gonna last you 100 days. Lasts forever, bro. Like I buy creatine so rarely. Protein powder, that's a different thing. Protein powder is gonna just run out like this, for me at least. But creatine is actually like a no-brainer. You can just get creatine from your store, from your gym maybe even, or just buy it online. Like, do yourself the favor, go right now, go onto a website, like go on Google and search creatine powder, and the one you want to get is creatine monohydrate. There's like a bunch of different ones. Monohydrate is, from what I've heard, that's the best one. So that's the one you want to get. And just do yourself the favor and buy it right now. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to help you. You can look up on YouTube. Everyone says it's going to help you. People say it causes like hair loss, but I've never heard anyone actually like get hair loss off of creatine if they weren't going to get hair loss anyway. So just get the creatine. It's going to help you make insanely more gains. I saw something today, like 30% faster. Like, you make this in the same time span, you make 30% more gains when you use creatine versus when you don't use creatine. So just take it. It's like good for you. It's healthy. It accelerates your gym progress. You look better, therefore you feel better. It's no-brainer. It's like $40. It lasts you for a third of the year, bro. Just buy creatine, stop being an idiot. So now that you've bought your creatine, step 4 is you need to go to the gym, in my opinion, 5 to 6 times a week. I have made my most gains when I went to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. So obviously, you have to adjust your training plan. So if you have like the same training plan every day, that's not going to work over 5 to 6 days. So you might have push-pull legs. So you could have Monday, you have push, Tuesday you have pull, Wednesday you have legs, and then you just have a break on Wednesday or on Thursday, and then you just repeat the process on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or what I have done for a while is I went to the gym every single day and I just had push-pull legs, and I would just push-pull legs, push-pull legs, push-pull legs, like with no breaks in between. Because when you do push, you have pull and legs where push can rest. Does that make sense? So on the 4th day, you can just do push again. But it's up to you and up to your regeneration and how you feel. How you feel is extremely important. If you feel like you're not really going to perform in the gym and you just don't feel well in the gym, it's likely you would just be better off going to bed 30 minutes earlier and just going to the gym the next day when you feel refreshed. So that's better for you. And the last tip is a little bonus tip from me, which you might know from memes, and that's just get heartbroken, bro. Like if you're in love with a girl or something, there's a part of me which like thinks if I ever get feelings for a girl, I win either way. Because I either get to stay with her and we're together and we're happy forever, or she leaves me and I get heartbroken and I get gym motivation and I make a lot of gains. Bro, so back in the day I used to go just every other day to the gym. Then I met this girl, just like had a crush on her, and then we broke up. And then afterwards I went to the gym every single day. I had like a push and a pull split with some leg exercises mixed in there. And I would go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I made so much gains during that time. And like instead of doing 3 sets, I would do like 6 for the exercise. So I just went crazy because the pain was just so much and so hard that I had to, the pain of going to the gym would just replace that, like the heartache that I had because of this girl. But yeah, so that's a bonus tip. Get heartbroken. You'll make massive gains. And that's the end of the video. So if you want to make gains and if you want to just get strong as fuck, you will do everything that I told you to do in this video, because I'm 24 years old and I've been in the gym for 6 years. And it's likely that I know more than you. So if you don't want to be fat and if you just want to stop being skinny, you just have to do exactly what I told you to do in this video. And if you don't want to follow it, then that's fine too. Ask me any questions in the comments if you want, but you just have to keep thinking about this, right? I mean, the example that I mentioned in the beginning about your wife, it's still real. Like your wife is waiting for you to be great. And just imagine a life where you're not married just because you didn't go to the gym, just because you didn't get strong. Imagine a life where you get home and there's no one there. You don't get any love. Your parents have now died, so you can't really get any love from them as well. I know it's like a very dark picture, but it's a reality for a lot of men these days. A lot of men that are like 40, 50 years old, that aren't married, that just go work their random shit job, and it's just fucked, man. It kind of hurts thinking about it, and it kind of hurts to picture a future like that. And I would hate for you to have that kind of future.